Welcome to Land Academy. This is the Cash Flow from Land show, where we show you how to buy unwanted vacant land and sell it for more on the internet. I'm Steve Butala.
I'm Jill DeWit.
We are your hosts. With over 15,000 completed transactions, we are the experts in this niche land flipping business.
We hold a drawing to win a free property every month. Enter to win by reviewing this show on iTunes and downloading our free ebook at landacademy.com. All right, let's get this show started.
Steve Butala here for Land Academy. Welcome to our Cash Flow from Land show. You know, we were laughing so hard just a minute ago, we had to stop the show. You're hilarious, Jill.
Thank you.
Jill and I had this intern. Never mind, we got to start the show. Steve Butala here for Land Academy. Welcome to our Cash Flow from Land show. In this episode, Jill and I talk about creating subdivided land. Jill, you already know this is my single favorite topic.
It is right now.
So, but before we talk, let's, as always, take a question from a caller.
Okay. Larry from Florida called in and asked this question. I like this. This is a good question.
My dad's name is Larry, and he lives in Florida.
Are you serious?
Yeah, maybe this is him just horsing.
That'd be
around with
hilarious.
us. And he's retired. Oh, go ahead.
Do you think he did that?
Maybe.
No. You know what? Maybe he did.
He would do something like this.
I
Let's
could
hear the
see
question.
this, but it's a good question, so that's why I wanted to share it. It says, I'm retired, but would love some extra cash to travel.
No, it's not my dad.
Oh, okay. Can this work?
My dad does not need any more money.
Oh, okay, well, can this work for me as a part-time business?
Yeah,
Steven?
that's not my dad at all.
Question to you.
No, yeah, heck yes, this can work as a part-time business. You know, you're going to get out of it what you put into it is what you're going to get out. So, I always bring up when this comes up, I bring up Seth Williams, who's he's a competitor, but he's not. He's a good friend and the whole thing. Mm-hmm. He's got a website called RE Tipster. He's a great writer and a great blogger, and he does he said between 8 and 12 transactions a year. Mm-hmm. He makes sure that he makes 10 grand on each one. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we have any members that are vocal about just doing part-time stuff like that. Most of our members go for it. You know?
That's true. They're replacing their income with this.
It's extremely viable to do one deal a month, make 10 grand on it, and make an extra 100 grand a year. Mm-hmm. You know, because $10,000 times 12 is 120,000.
Yeah. Thank you, Stephen.
Yeah.
Good. I can put my calculator away. So
what we were laughing about is this ridiculous intern that we had for a while.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
So talk about lack of ambition. Jesus.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
That's all we'll say.
I know. You know, the employees that we have, you know, every employee other than this one, I think, well, there's one other one. They figured it out later. Later. Why is it 20-year-old men don't get this? Any man in there between 20 and 24?
I'm a huge fan of hiring all women.
They don't realize the opportunity that they have here.
Why are
at least
women so much more responsible than men? There's a show right there. Can you write a book on that?
There is a book coming on that. And that's very true. That's just, I can't get into it now.
Women make better tenants.
Yeah.
You know, they're better caregivers.
Yeah.
Like, what is it?
Might be better presidents.
Oh my God, you just lost half of our audience.
Just kidding. I'm just
half
kidding.
Of the people just turned the
I
radio off right
don't
now.
know what's going to happen. I don't even know what I want to do about that. But anyway, having said that, a woman can do the job. And some jobs women do better. Think about that.
Look how salty you're getting about this.
Well, because there's a book there coming, by the way. Yes, that topic gets to me. Okay, so
remember that one time you took some kind of thing, like a seminar. You went to the thing and you came back and said, "This is what I heard." And you probably said a lot of stuff, but this is what I heard.
This is the only thing that you took away.
Women, professional women, like women who have a career, they ask for permission.
Oh, that's very true.
And men ask, what was that? Do you remember? Women ask for permission and men ask for what they want or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember what the thing was, but
I think women, you should do a whole thing on it. Stand Up should be called Stand Up for Yourself, Woman.
Yeah, sometimes women, I don't know why we do this. We're almost asking for permission to do things instead of taking charge. And I don't know where that comes from, but yes. And like, well, we all know, like, if, when women are rating themselves, like for a job review or something, we will rate ourselves different. The men will say, oh, I'm, whatever. They give themselves 100 out of 100. They'll give them 105 out of 100. Women will go, I'm an 85. I know I can improve in this. Like, no. And what we think we're worth, when we really should walk in just like the men, because, by the way, sometimes we bring more to the table. We won't even go there. But, we deserve 100 too. So,
hey, if you have a question for us, call 888-735-5045 and leave a message if it's actually interesting and you seem like an interesting person. We'll have you on the show.
Maybe. All right.
Jill will be the judge of it.
No, I'm just kidding. They don't make it to me. It doesn't make it to me. The questions make it to me. So, all right. So back about the subdivision.
I love subdivisions, Jill. It's a license to print money. And here's why. So there's two types of subdivisions in the world. One that was modeled after, let's call it a ranch farm model, where you take a big piece of property and then you want to give part of it to your son or your daughter-in-law. So you just carve it out. So you have one APN. A picture of farm's got one APN. It's a big, huge piece of property. Assessor's parcel number. And you want to cut out 40 acres and give it to your brother-in-law. You can subdivide it. And basically by rewriting the legal description, northeast quarter, southeast quarter. I don't want to get into that right now because it's boring.
It is boring. See my eyes glossing over? Yeah.
I do. But that's how you do it. And those are the kind that we like. The second type of subdivision is the one that you live in, where you take a big piece of property and you cut it up and put roads in there. And I'll call that an entitlement subdivision because you have to, at least out here, apply for entitlements. You have to it's called getting entitlements to do a sub. We care about the first one. So you can take a 40-acre property in Arizona, and if you cut it into 5 properties, not 6 is a whole different ballgame. There's different rules and everything. But you can cut it into 5 properties and sell and create 5 APNs and print money. So one of our members said it like this: you buy it by the case and sell it by the bottle.
Like you could take a 40 and have a 20 and a 10 and a 5 and a 2.5 and a 2.5. There's your 5.
So is it without paperwork and is it without hassle? No. But you do the math. You're going to make 3 or 4 times more money than you would if you just bought the 40 and sold the 40. And I'm just using 40 as an example.
It's a good number to work with. Well, I love 2 because nothing's too small. You still got a nice big 20 acre. That's awesome. You could probably sell that 20 acre for what you bought the whole 40. I mean, you make money off the 20 already. I mean, make your investment back off that 20. It's still a fantastic size. And you bought it right, by the way, or you wouldn't be doing this. Yeah. And then the 10 and the 5, all these other ones are gravy.
Right.
You know what you're doing. It's making land, Stephen.
It's creating land.
You're creating new, and the county will love it. I've heard you say this. There's more properties to collect taxes on.
Well, now you have, instead of 1 APN and 1 tax bill, you have 5. It's a win-win for everybody.
It is. And maybe I can't afford the 40, but I can afford the 5.
That's what I mean.
I don't want the 40. I only want 5.
You know, the name of the first education program that we did is called $10,000 a month for life, cash flow from land. That's the full title. And the 10 grand comes from collecting payments. So you pay cash for properties. This is what we do here. We buy property for cash, and then we sell it on terms, or we sell it for cash, depending on the property. Now you're collecting 5 payments instead of 1.
Exactly.
Who the heck can argue with this at all? It's
you
the
know
greatest
what?
thing ever.
You could easily have, $1,000 period on that one transaction.
Joe regularly buys 40-acre properties for less than $4,000. And we cut them up, and it's not without effort. I'm telling you that's beyond the scope of this show. And every municipality is different, and some flat out, even though the law says you can do it, some flat out don't like it and they don't want you to do it.
Right.
And so they will tie it up forever. I should write a whole book on this. I really should.
Right. So here's what I'm thinking. I could easily get, on a 20-acre property, I could easily get $250 a month in payments. Seriously. $250, $150, I'm like $100 a month. Think about this. I could be making $1,000 a month easy in payments on this one property.
On a $3,000 investment.
Right. That I spent, even say I bought it for 5. Who knows? 5 months, I made my money back.
I would love to see a better business model than that.
Right. And then it's just gravy after that few months.
So, and you can't do this with every property, but you don't want to buy every property anyway. We've heard us talk about this. It has to have the property that you buy. You want to have access. Anybody who's in the real estate business. They think that their immediate reaction is, "Oh, you guys are buying property out in the middle of nowhere with no access."
I love
no,
that.
We're not.
Exactly. No, you don't buy it. If you can't do that, you don't buy it.
And you can't subdivide property in any way. I'm telling you right now, anywhere without really good access. Even if you have to create access. There's nothing
I'm good
wrong
with that.
There's nothing wrong with creating access. We do it all the time.
We were looking at some properties yesterday where you could see the strategic. I'm like, whoever did that road design was brilliant. So there was a drive right up to it for every parcel and it kind of snaked through the property and it was efficient. I'm like, that was brilliant for that property.
There's guys that live in rural locations that have those big Caterpillar blade things. It's called blading roads in. And, that's all it takes. Yeah. And they are happy for their work. And it's way less expensive than you think. I did it in Nevada once. A huge subdivision in Nevada. Made just a killing on it.
And once you learn one, you got this.
Yeah.
Once you learn how to do it, that state, that county, whatever, you've done it. And you've made all the connections, by the way. So you want to pick an area that there are multiple properties that you could probably do this with. You know what I mean? So because you've already made all the friends.
That's right. Jill.
So to go back and do it again is going to be easier every time. And talk about investors throwing money at you. Oh my gosh. If you need that.
We have no affiliation with this company, but if you go to arizonaland.com, just like I said it, and look at their business model, this is all they do. They take thousands and thousands of acre properties and they cut them up into 40-acre properties and sell them on terms. And they maintain the roads and charge an HOA and the whole thing. They do a bang-up job.
It's awesome. It's brilliant.
I have multiple people throwing money at us right now to go do this.
I know.
So, and it's going to happen.
It is.
We just need to find the right partners.
It is.
Because Jill and I don't have enough to do.
Oh my gosh. That's only problem. We need
a partner that will handle this whole thing and deposit the money where we tell them.
Exactly.
If you're a person like that, let us know. We have the land and we have the money and we have no time. Because I'd rather do this show than do that.
I know. We need one more person.
Maybe my priorities are wrong.
Maybe your priorities are wrong.
Yeah. Maybe we should stop teaching people stuff.
Maybe we should.
Just make hordes of money and never say a word on the air ever again.
Yeah, that's a good idea. No. We did that. Now we teach people.
For years.
We didn't. Well, no, we always did teach, though. I mean, people have said,
that's why it started, because people were asking us for it. The
whole big picture is we've been doing this for years anyway, just not at this level. And it got to the point where we couldn't possibly help everyone who asked for our help. So we finally said, all right, we're going to put together a program and that'll teach everybody. And then look what that grew into. Right. Talk about fun. I mean, I'm having so much fun now. This is the best.
I should have done this a long time ago. We do so many more real estate deals now because we have Land Academy than we did before. And we weren't suffering before, trust me. But, it lends a lot of credibility, I guess. I don't know. Who knows why? People are making a lot of money. People are quitting their jobs. They're making enough money to quit their jobs as members. It's awesome.
I agree. It's awesome. It is. I love it. Do you have anything more you want to say about the subdivision magic?
No, if I didn't say it already, I love subdivisions.
Yeah.
I love them. Hey, join us in another episode where Jill and I discuss your all-important success in subdivisions, real estate, and in life. You could take that. That's what you could do for a living.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, just
that's all you do.
Thing. Like the guys at Arizona Land.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
Exactly.
And they have a huge operation. They own an office building. They have like 50
Oh, that's
people.
a good idea.
No, they have like 50 people working there. They're all salespeople. You know what they do? They sell properties to people in Asia.
Oh.
They speak Mandarin, man, and they call them. They cold
How do
call
you
stuff.
know this?
I don't know. Because I know these guys. And I have a lot of respect for them.
I'm like, how do you know? Oh, that's very interesting.
You know, that most billionaires per capita are in Shanghai or something like that.
I did hear that this morning on the news. Yeah, because you know what?
Not Shanghai. Is it Shanghai?
It's China or something. Oh, shoot. Where was it?
No, it's China, but I don't know if it's Shanghai.
You know what was so funny, Don, if you heard this comment? Because...
No, it's Beijing. That's what it is.
Is that it is? All right. Because Gail on the morning show that I like.
On CBS.
Yeah. She made a joke about, I know where I'm going. She's like, and joking, I'm going to come back and now it's Gail and Mr. Wong. Yeah. She said that on the news. I'm like, oh, that was awesome. On the show with Charlie Rose and Nora. So, it's so funny. That's what she said this morning. That was really good. So I believe it.
Sure, I sell stuff to Chinese people.
There's another, okay, anyone listening? We need another person now to head up that whole project.
If you speak Mandarin, give us a call. Let's go buy some subdivisions.
We hold a drawing to win a free property every month. Enter to win by reviewing this show on iTunes and downloading our free ebook at landacademy.com.
If you want to get involved or you need more information about our profitable, niche real estate operation, call 480-467-0359. You just might get Jill at the other end of the line.
Landacademy.com. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.